Epstein, and here we are on Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025, 20 a.m. Central Time. I leave tomorrow. Well, actually, the next day, Saturday, back into Chicago. Things should be back to normal for me on Sunday. I've had a great time off. I feel refreshed, and frankly, I'm ready to go back. Most of the trades that we've been able to do while I'm gone have been actually in spiders and ETFs. We have in the futures, I don't think that's a problem. I view it that these markets have been spiking up, down, sideways, every which way you can imagine. Take a look at the stock market if you need an example. Down right now, 120 points. That's $1.22. What really took place yesterday was the president came out with tariffs on copper. He kept them, but only on finished products, not like copper coil rolls, not like copper tubing that comes to you in mass amounts. So refined copper, no tariff. Products are 50%. You just completely changed the copper game with the Soka pen, and a lot of people had to get hurt in that. To me, it made sense all the way through to not go with 50% on refined copper, which are copper coil rolls and so on, because we only produce 50% of our needs. That would mean you've basically taken up the cost of everything in America rather dramatically. Let's face it, if you're going to get your industry going, what don't you use copper in? All right, the buildings that house industry, AI, I don't care what it is, you use copper galore on this. So the game just changed dramatically on that. There's a lot more. Earnings last night come out in Meta and Microsoft. They are literally blowout numbers, and that's the reason that a dramatic rally in the NASDAQ come up. You're looking at the S&P. Even the Dow is responding to it. The one that is not responding is the Russell because it's not involved in that. The companies aren't there. Bonds and notes getting a little bid. We saw the Fed chair, the fallout of that was really simple. That inflation seems under control. The Fed isn't sure of it because it wants to see the impact now that the tariffs are known work through things. And because they want to see it work through, I never thought that July was in play, and I have serious doubts that the September is in play. I know that that in vogue month, I don't think it's. I think that you're going to want to see the bump from these tariffs one way or the other, and to see that for maybe a month or two, which puts the latter months of the year in play only if, and I want to repeat this, labor doesn't wobble seriously. And we'll get to that in a little bit here in a moment as I go through the morning data. In the grain market, it continues down in most of the grains. The growing season, the weather's cooling. We've broken the hot weather in the Midwest, and that is, speaking of that, the nat gas, as you can see, you're going to have to keep what everything else is doing because the nat gas down another what is that? Use down a little bit here. You're in the Brent, you can see slipping back, but these markets have had a big month. $70 U.S. crude brings back production. 60 doesn't bring back production. So that's where I think you're swinging back and forth from. In the gold market up, but look at the silver. Silver followed the copper down dramatically. And that's all that you can say. So did the platinum market. So the markets that make up industry, platinum, palladium, silver, there's no other grammar that I know how to use. And the gold market, which represents some of the inflation off the tariffs numbers coming up. So this is a change in the gold-silver ratio. The Challenger Gray planned job layoffs, they went to 62,075. Last month they were at nearly 48,000. The unemployment cost index, that went up to 0.9%, right in line with the prior quarters. No big change year over year either. The monthly personal income up 0.3. The prior was down 0.4. They expected it up 0.2, so we've got more there. Consumption was up 0.3. They expected 0.4. So people are making more money and they're not spending as much. Then what the government looks at, the core PCE was up 0.3, very much in line with what everything was, and the same on year over year, but up 0.1. So a little bit hot there. The jobless claims came in 1,000. That's no. They were looking for a 5,000 higher, so that's a very light number. The continuing claims, they came in at 1,946, down from the prior month. The Chicago PMI is going to come out at 845. Energy analysts are going to look for the EIA to show an increase of 35 billion cubic feet, which looks a little bearish on the surface. South Korea, a deal done with South Korea, 15% tariffs, and that includes their cars, so they don't get a big number at all. They're going to also invest in America. The president accepted the plan that they did where they would build buildings and the U.S. would be the partner and get the lion's share of the lease money on that as well. And Canada decided, and I think stupidly so, to at the last minute say, and why they did this is beyond me, that they're going to join France and the UK in recognizing a Palestinian state in September if Israel doesn't stop the starvation of people there and the attacking and the basically genocide that they're accused of. All that Canada had to do is wait. Why do you have to do this on the last day of your negotiation? So the president didn't like it, and he's hitting them with 35% tariff. I don't know that that's right. What does their recognizing a Palestinian state to force Israel to do something have to do with their trade deals with the U.S.? So I think the president's overreaching here, and it's not a good thing. I think it's stupid of Canada to make the statement until tomorrow. Get the deal done, then do it, and put the onus on the president. Well, I'm not going to do that because you did it. The pressure would be on the U.S. By doing it this way, they put the pressure on themselves. Just not good bargaining. Whoever's leading them should go back to college and learn how to take a course in that. Then the other thing that's going to be happening, of course, is we have to look at Mexico. We haven't heard anything out of that. In China, I believe China will get a 90-day extension, and I think Mexico, who knows? I want to see what they're going to come up with. They have been ultra quiet. Now, you can get this and a lot more information as we write about it by just moving your cursor to the tops up here. And free offers, give it a click, sign up, and we'll get you on our newsletters. The special reports right now that we're putting out of price counts are beyond important. On a scale of 1 to 10, we think they're a 10 right now, and they have been very, very instrumental. Like the dollar index, was it going to go to the fifth under 90? I'd say that is not going to happen now. I think you've bottomed in your dollar. Now you have other fifth price counts staring you in the face. I'm not going to go into them. Get on the list for that. I'm Ira Epstein. I will talk to you all Friday morning. Have a good day.